It's spooky season, so you know what that means. Pumpkin spice, booty rubs, and scary movies. Let's get it cracking, bro. Welcome back to another episode. And today, we're going to talk about the Jeff Dahmer series that just came out not too long ago. And the only reason why I'm talking about this because it received so much, I wouldn't say backlash, and it didn't receive a lot of praise either. Isn't this weird middle where it crosses the fine line of being canceled and not being canceled, and it's just going back and forth. It's like a tug of war at this point, and I've been seeing a lot of it on Twitter. Now, it's not so much of the series being canceled, it's just so much of people trying to cancel it, and actually people being canceled. So like, to start it out, I liked the Jeff Dahmer series. It was great. It went through his whole life and like what he'd been through that probably affected his mind to do what he did. And in some instances you can see that. Like, I don't want to get too into it, but I'll just say that he had a reason to keep all the remains that he had close by. And he had a reason to eat them. Like, it wasn't just any reason that he just did it. If you watch the whole thing, it in grave detail, like, you will see it. Like, they're not just going to tell you. You're just going to look and see, like, oh, he had some serious embeddlement issues. But I feel like the movie didn't captivate only his life. It captivated the victims as well. It also captivated how policing is in the United States and how terrible it was back in the 90s and how black women did not have a voice at all. No matter how much they called or how much they screamed, they didn't have a voice. So that's what I felt like the Jeff Dahmer series was about. Mostly was like how bad the policing was and how corrupt the U.S. was at the time for black and brown communities. So even after the series, like even after some people praise it saying, oh, this is a great series, this entails you know, there's some people that that didn't think it was a great series. And I think the first thing that I seen that was controversial that happened was that Netflix took down the LGBTQ tag off of the Jeff Dahmer series. Now I understand it. Like, the LGBTQ community probably don't want anything to do with Jeff Dahmer, but I mean, most of his victims was part of the LGBTQ community, and I get both ends of it, but I don't think it's still right to put the tag on there. I mean, it's indifferent to me. Like, I don't really care, but I feel like it was in bad taste. But then again, like, black people getting beaten and enslaved, they still call that a black movie. You know, that's part of black history because that's what happened. I get both ends of the spectrum. It's just, that's really a toss up. And Netflix, I think they did do a good job of taking it down and listening to the people. They do that well. They listen to the LGBTQ community very well, especially with the Dave Chappelle shit too. But I don't think that's the only thing that happened the past 2 weeks it been out. I think it's been 2 weeks. I'm not sure. Even our all favorite man right here.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
He wanted the series to be boycotted.
Us as blacks, we need to ban this Jeffrey Dahmer movie. This is some sick shit. What he did to our race. This is some sick shit. We need to boycott this damn movie off Netflix. This is sick. This is sick.
I do not agree with that. I don't agree with that point at all. It just shows, like I said, in history how policing was bad, and it's still bad to this day to an extent. We shouldn't boycott this movie because this is part of history. And I think you can see all over Twitter, people didn't really know who Jeff Dahmer really was until this series came out, which brings me to my next point of being Katy Perry and Juicy J for getting canceled for Dark Horse. And this doesn't make any sense at all. Because Juicy J said those lyrics back in probably like what, 2010? And the lyrics was, she'll eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. If he didn't get canceled for that shit back then, why is he getting canceled for that shit now? That's all I'm saying. Now, I get some people getting canceled for their old music and lyrics like YG. I forgot that song, but it was about robbing Asian because there were easy licks. I understand that. But this one line should not cancel Katy Perry and Juicy J. I feel like this is because people was oblivious at the time of what they said and they just kept it pushing. Now I feel like after you keep it pushing, you should just leave it alone. I'm trying to understand that point, but I just don't get it. I feel like they shouldn't be canceled for that at all because it happened so long ago and people are just now aware of it after seeing this series. There's another weird thing about this series. Jeff Dahmer is becoming a national sex symbol now. People really thinking this man is Michael B. Jordan. Nigga, like, sexy as hell. Like, he's Ryan Reynolds. He ain't on that scale, bro. not at all. Even people say he was just awkward. Like in real life, this man was really awkward. He's not no sex symbol. He didn't have no real charisma. I understand if y'all said Ted Bundy, but even people like that seen Ted Bundy in real life, they said he was ugly as hell. They said he stinked. I can see the same thing about Jeffrey. Like, nigga, if you eating dead bodies and you keeping them in your apartment, nigga, you stink. But I don't get why people fetishize about the bad guy. Which brings to my next point. Like, this man Rick Ross said a super controversial statement where on Twitter, like during when the series was going on, he had tweeted out, "Locate me them Dahmer glasses." Now I understand those Dahmer glasses, they're lit, they're tough. Everybody want a pair of the Dahmers, but come on, bro. Like, you can't just say that. And I always say Rick Ross is a horrible person, and this is my point exactly right here. Like, you can't just say, "Locate me them Dahmer glasses," bro. Like, you just seeing everything that's going on. Why would you want his glasses, and only his glasses specifically? If you say if you wanted that type of glasses, then cool, go ahead, get those type of glasses. That's like the wildest thing that I ever read. And my friend has sent me that too on IG, and I told him, like, I always been telling them. I told all of my friends in my friend group, like, yo, Rick Ross is a horrible person. Like, he is terrible. He is like, did you not see how he was gripping that little kid's head when he was giving him a haircut, nigga? Like, he was sad. Look at it. Like, the kid was sad, bro. He was sad. And that just like put out a frenzy of people wanting some Dahmer glasses. Like, I seen a tweet. Well, serial killer saw these and was like, yo, yeah, like, that's what the whole series had entailed. The whole series just sparked up a lot of controversy and a lot of wild statements, to the point where, like I said, it was on a thin line of being praised and canceled. You feel me? And I feel like the movie shouldn't be really praised. I feel like it's like an informative piece. It's like a historic time in the U.S. that we shouldn't really forget, because, well, he targeted the black and brown community. That was part of the LGBTQ community. Two communities that people really didn't care for at that time. I want to say this too. All the actors and actresses in that movie, they were great. They did their thing. Like, the casting couldn't have been better. Evan Peters, who played Dahmer, he did a really good job. So I want to say shout outs to him, bro, because that nigga really gave me the creeps, bro. I can't lie to you. Like, playing that role, like, it was so chilling just seeing this man on screen. Like, it just seemed like he really didn't have it all there. That's all I had to say about that thought piece. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. I'm active on all three of those platforms. I'm about to start doing Twitch too soon, so I'm gonna be saying that on the coming up videos maybe. So just watch out for that. Oh, I forgot. Turn your alerts on, and because when you turn your alerts on, you'll get notified of me dropping another video. I hope everybody have a good day. I hope everybody have a good week or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace out.